Hi Aquarius, this will be a general reading for you guys for the rest of April. I just did a reading for you, absolutely superb reading, and it was like, I don't know, I connect with people on a very energetic level, which means that it was very specific. It was a very specific message for someone who didn't necessarily want it to be heard, and that's because the microphone cut out, and it was a 27-minute long reading, so I was a bit annoyed. Deleted it, so we're gonna try and go for it again, but I can still feel that stickiness here, so we're just gonna go with it. Okay, so it is for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. Don't worry if you don't know what your Moon, Rising or Venus sign is. All that information is in the description box. They're trying to make me trip over my words now, so obviously this person's quite anxious about this reading. Time is fluid, so this could have already happened, could be happening now, could be happening sometime in the future. And also, cross watchers, please be advised that these energies can be vice versa or interchangeable, however it resonates with you. And if it flipped out, that really flipped out. Look, the strength to keep going. Ooh, so the energy is a bit fluffy in here at the moment. There's a speed to it. And whoever I'm channeling is like, right, okay, we can't have any more 27-minute readings, so hopefully they're going to reduce the time down. Because those of you that know the channel and know me, you know that these are all channeled readings. They're of no specific flavour at the moment. I'm leaving it open to source. I am just a human element to this, so they will show you the cards that you need to see. So we need to keep it guides, spirits, ancestors, angels, whoever you are, my spiritual team. We need to keep it quite short. So the strength card here, the strength to, I think, approach somebody, because we've got the Three of Cups here, which says, and it doesn't feel like a celebration, which it can be seen as. I think this is the strength to come through a situation. It says too many cooks spoiling the broth, too many energies. You had introduced almost like a third party situation, take it as it resonates. But you're trying to have the strength to move forward, move away from that now. There is somebody that you want to celebrate with. There is somebody that you do hold in high regard, perhaps, as the reading progresses. You do want to communicate with, but I think that there was too many energies that they're trying to stick. Whoever it is I'm connecting with doesn't want this to come to the fore. They don't want it to be spoken into existence in a spoken word, and that's because they feel embarrassed about the situation. I'll have a look at the rest of the cards, but that's what they're giving me. So, oh no, yeah, Ten of Swords. You stabbed yourself. You almost feel defeated. And I think that the situation that you had created, because you've got to think that you created this, whoever you are, you created this situation. Yeah, that's given you a lot of headaches. So I don't think necessarily, it's not necessarily a love reading even, see? It is a reading of, it can be taken many ways, but Queen of Swords, you're coming out now. You're trying to sweep away all the negativity that you've experienced or that you have introduced into the mix in a relationship or even with yourself. Because if you have a third party situation, okay, and you entice all these energies, all these people into a situation, you could have done it through no fault of your own, but you created a situation that gave you a headache. You created a very confusing energy for the universe to deal with moving forward. And it all, it is confusing for you, confusing for the other person who possibly been left out in the cold, and it's confusing for the person that you've chosen as well, because your head will be in a space where you're thinking about the past and about the person that you've hurt. Oh, look at that, Prince and Princess of Cups. So it's about balancing yourself out. The Queen of Swords, she's very, very kind of like direct, I would say, quite cold sometimes. You're seeing the true situation for what it is. You're being very honest with yourself that you have created this energetic situation, whatever this is. But you've got the Prince and Princess of Cups, so I think that you want to communicate with somebody, but it's taken you a very long time to actually get into an energetic or a good energetic space in order to do that. So it's coming out of your head, coming through as balanced, and just approaching somebody with or it's being softer with yourself, and your life in general. I feel, wow, why are you giving me all this? They're trying to, yeah, Prince. It's been a long time coming. This Prince of Pentacles energy, even if it is a message that you want to send out, it's been a long time coming. So it says to me that you haven't had any communication with this person for a very, very, very long time. Yeah. No, and you want to celebrate. No more third-party situations. And it's the truth of the matter. You're actually fessing up. You're going to have the strength, or you want to have the strength to fess up to a situation. The Eight of Wands there, message, just sending that communication out in to this person just to reconnect. I think that you do find them attractive. There's a lot of love there. There is passion for this person. There is also regret that perhaps you didn't choose them, that you had a choice and you chose one unwisely. But the Ace of Swords here is you in the energy of saying to the other person, this is actually what happened. This is why I ghosted you. This is why we never made it. This is why I went off the radar. But I couldn't actually talk to you. This is what happened to me. King of Swords, very determined energies here. Determined to get your truth out. Determined for you to come through as being stable and not the person that you used to be, which is almost like energies of indecisiveness, if that makes sense. You do see them as a divine counterpart, and it doesn't matter what obstacles that you may come across energetically, or even thinking about communicating with this person, you are going to do it. We've got the Queen of Pentacles here. She transmutes any obstacles into her advantage. So you're coming through as this King and Queen of Pentacles, which means that you're very grounded. You know what you want now moving forward. There's no more airy fairiness. There's no more airy fairiness. There's no more in and out kind of energy. Look, so you've been working really hard on yourself to try and balance yourself out. Look, you've been juggling. Two of Pentacles, juggling situations, juggling third parties, well, whatever has been happening in your life. But you've kind of like cut yourself off from perhaps even this person here that you've made an unwise choice with. You're just focusing on your Pentacle, which is your career. And look at that, we've got the Sun card. So yeah, most blessed card in the tarot. You want a happy future. You want to be able to reconnect with somebody that you do see as a divine counterpart, but it's taken you taken you a long time in order to do that. Wow. Okay. Really? There we go. We had the World card again in your last reading, the one that didn't work. So I think by actually you've got all the tools in the box to actually make this work, to actually bring this to a conclusion. There's things that have been left unsaid. There's loose ends. You need to be able to tie those off. The Death card here. So it's death to old ways, about you just skipping town and kind of skipping off into the sunset, and not having the strength to face a situation that you created. Okay, on the Death card to say that you're coming out reborn, because you do. Look, Nine of Cups again. You do want to sit down and celebrate with this person. You want to be able to celebrate with them in a face-to-face kind of sense. So I'm just going to leave it there, because your other reading was just inordinately long. Basically, you got the same thing. So what do we need to know from your romance angels? Is there anything that Aquarius needs to know? Anything that Aquarius needs to know? See, this is what happens when you or you read from source, and it's kind of when you connect with that collective consciousness up there, you kind of, like my guides, want to go into all the minutiae of energies that you're going through in order for you to get the message. Okay, and that's the reason. That's the reason why Aquarius always gets loads and loads and loads of cards, because you're always up in your own head. So, right, okay, what have we got from here? So they will make the readings inordinately long, but I've asked them to try and make them quite short now of the microphone situation. So anything else? Anything else that they need to know? Anything else from here? I've got 3 cards. 3 cards. Okay. What do we need to know? Oh, no, too many. I'm not having that many. It's greedy. See? I even have to tell them. 1 card. 1 more card. 1 more card, please. 1 more. So we've got calling in. There we go. With the magician energy, calling in your soulmate. Your prayers and affirmations and visualizations help bring you together. Yeah, you're actually manifesting this. And this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. Yeah, you've got history with them. But you've got a history that's not a very good history by the looks of it. So take it how it resonates. And please be reminded that my guides give me the information. Okay, so sometimes they can be a bit dictatorial. And sometimes they can be soft. Too many cards, and you've given me. I'm not going to take those. Okay, so I'm going to just pull 2 Moonology cards, hopefully. Just 2 cards, please. 2 cards. 2 cards. What do we need to know? What's Aquarius need to know? Highest messages only, please. Oh, there we go. Nothing will come of this situation. Yeah, if you just sit there and don't do anything about it. And also, don't let pride get in your way. Well, it couldn't be any more clearer, could it? Whoever you are that's coming through, giving you a spanking. Yes. Okay. No, too many. How many do we need? See, this is the thing. You're so confused about your communication. You've got so wishy-washy with it that you're actually making me confused. I can't get my words out. This means an awful lot to you, so I would say just go for it. We're not on this planet very long. Okay, we don't last 1,000 years. You know, time ticks on, and it waits for no man or woman or being. It doesn't. And I've certainly, you know, fully embraced that now. I've fully owned the authenticity that I am. I am the authentic, you know, the embodiment of what I want to be moving forward. And I was always quite scared of the world seeing that, but I'm not now. So that's my advice to you. Healing. Just be your authentic self. Okay, healing. The frequency of healing supports our intricate ability to restore our health and wholeness by consciously using the information that comes to us through our senses, harmonizing everything accordingly. So it's healing a situation. I'm asking you to heal it. Not only heal a situation, but it heals you at the same time. You've got to think about energy. Okay, I cannot stress this enough. Energy, the energy that you put out and feed yourself, actually feeds the conscious energy of the cosmos. So if you're feeling crabby with yourself and you exhibit that crabby energy, then it's going to go out into the consciousness of the planet. You know, more people that feel crabby with themselves, and we've got all this low vibrational energy, it pulls the planet's vibrational frequency down. We don't need that. We need high vibrational energy at the moment. And you are Aquarius. You can do this. You can do this. Got Gaia. The frequency of Gaia reminds us that we are infinitely connected to one another. What were they telling me? What were they telling you? To one another, as we are to our great mother and to the universe that birthed us all. It means that we're all connected. Okay, so and from that, I'm going to try and calm down. If that did resonate with you, please like, share, subscribe. Please remember to click the like button. I'm on Facebook. I'm on TikTok. Yay! And I'm somewhere else. Instagram. Don't really use that much though. I do make moon candles and melts, which are made under the new moon, full moon and super moon, and that's all that gorgeous energy encapsulation into the wax. And you can use them in your meditation, you can use them in your intention and manifestation practices, you can use them for spells, you can use them for anything. It's just hyped up energy in there, okay? And it's my energy as well, because I perform a ritual with them before they're sold and before the wax settles. So anybody that's interested in that, just drop me a message. I'm on the Veiled Market as well, so if you wanted to see the products that are available, they're over there. Okay, love, light, blessings, take care, love you, bye.